Hey y'all, I'm back for another reading. So, I went outside again, and this time God gave me a big ass revelation. Okay? Whew. All right. So, yeah. The last song that I was just playing before I put my AirPod back in was Big X the Plug, The Largest. Before that, Young Dolph with T.I. Forever. And before that, the first song I played was Set It Off, Lil Boosie. Okay, so yeah, this is The Elegance, Tekaso. My name is Tekaso. I hope y'all are doing lovely and feeling amazing. Okay, so this is going to be quite a reading, and I mean that. I mean that on so many levels that, yes. Okay, the card that was up was Yup when I first came back to sit down. Yup. And it's still sitting on. I've been waiting. Under that, I just saw Ain't Letting Up. Okay. Okay. So look, loving on myself. So fresh. Gold on gold. Another gold. What? My bitch a choosy lover. Okay. So yeah, listen. Exactly. So proud. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Don't overthink that shit. Yep. It's exactly. God told me like before I went outside, and then I was using this deck, and it was some cards that fell, and I was spinning up, and this was the first card. Don't overthink that shit. Right after God officially told me, and then it set in when I went outside and sat down, and I was like, okay, they look good. Cheer up, Buttercup. Okay. Hi and shit. Everything is fine. You know, you see the worth. Shouldn't have done that. All right. In the middle. Hey. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Okay. Okay. It came out again. Ace of Cups. So, Ace of Cups. It was on the bottom, and then I picked up this deck, and then I started, shuffling, and then this came back out. So, exactly. Listen, whatever the fuck it is exactly what it is. And niggas know what's up, okay? On every single level that this is understood and known about what hoes been doing out here. Okay? King of Pentacles, the biggest, the largest. Say, I'm the biggest, the largest. Two of Wands. Listen, it's understood, and these hoes thought that it was never going to be understood. Strength card, but listen, when I say it's understood, Queen of Cups, I mean it is understood. Okay, the Tower, on so many levels, in so many ways, that it is fucking understood. The Chariot, okay? And so a hoe's about to know what the fuck is up. The High Priestess, okay? The Moon, Four of Cups. So the other side of the reading, that's not you watching, who is on God's side, okay? They out here like, so they know. They know. They know. They know. And Knight of Pentacles is like, duh. Duh. Nine of Swords. And it's like they thought that nobody was going to ever understand. Two of Swords. They thought that nobody was ever going to understand. Three of Swords. But when I say people understand, they understand. Seven of Swords. They've been out here like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And nobody's going to know. Four of Swords. Been out here like, yeah, nobody knows. Nobody's going to know. Yeah. Six of Swords. All of these swords, exactly, just in their mind. Like, nobody's gonna know. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be good out here. I got protection. King of Swords. Yeah. Seven of Wands. And so all the shit that they have done is getting understood fully. Like fully. That's on God. That's on God. Okay? Queen of Wands. Because it's like, what? You thought you could do this and nobody know. Six of Wands. And when I say people know, people know. Okay? Ace of Wands. People know. And I'm saying people. The Empress. You thought you could fuck with the Empress. It's a no. Nine of Pentacles. Because people on God's side is still out here. And I mean out here, it's beautiful. Got smiles on their faces. Living well. Plentiful. It's beautiful out here. Ace of Pentacles, okay? Like God is blessing the Devil. And so people didn't know that God was real. So it's been coming through, but I watched a documentary recently. And at the end, they said something like that. They said, if I didn't know that there was a God, I definitely know now that there is a God. The world card, it's understood that, yeah, there's a God. Six of Cups. It's like you was talking to God to ask for the things that you wanted, right? Five of Wands. Oh, you was really talking to Satan. Got you. Death card. And so now Satan said, oh, so listen, you got all that shit already. All right, so now, what's up? I'm here. Four of Wands. Like, remember? It was a card in like 2 readings ago. I've done a few readings today, okay? But, like, I'm on it with the readings today. In the past few days, but today, okay? This feels like freestyles. Like I'm dropping back to back to back to back. Okay, recording and releasing. This feels like that, okay? I just got that. Me and God was talking about that, like, yeah, drop after drop after drop. There's this unreleased song that I have not recorded yet, but it's called Coming Out Strong. And I say, I'm coming out strong, shining on you hoes. Fuck. Hold up, I think it's right here. I said I'm coming out strong, shining on you hoes. That, yep, okay. I know I look good. Oh, the card came out. Brand new on you hoes. Yeah, talk about this. I got a brand new agenda. Big body bang. Fuck with me, you get offended. Oops, I'm sorry. I don't got feelings for you hoes. I'm about to shoot some threes, nigga, and ride on you hoe. I said, I'm coming out strong, shining on you hoes. It's big body bang, nigga. Brand new on you hoes. Don't know me now if you ain't know me then. Talk that talk, scroll, move your feet and get away from me then. I love a doubting ass nigga. What? Try to stop me with your words. Your thoughts, your actions too much. Go sit down, you fucking bird. You mad cause I'm always strong and shining on you hoe. Can't stop me, nigga. It's fuck you hoe. Yeah. So listen. Eight of Wands. Yes. The understanding is understood. Temperance. The understanding is understood. Try to stop me with your words, your thoughts, your actions. That's what they were doing out here. And the thing is, they don't know who Satan is. Nine of Cups. Like, sure, there's Satan. Satan is real. Created by God, though. And so Satan be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, talk to me. Yeah. Yeah, evil. Yeah, evil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, evil. Evil. And I mean evil. Satan is evil as fuck. Okay? But also, I'm saying go back to created by God. And so if you think Satan evil and you love it, you don't know shit about God and the way that God can get evil like shit. God created evil, huh? Like God created evil. You know, like there would be no evil if God didn't create that shit. If God didn't get mad. If God didn't need to get mad, it wouldn't be evil. God wouldn't have created Satan to handle evil hoes and be like, yeah, 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 talk to me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's all good, right? Yeah. You living there, you doing this. Oh, yes. You did it. Yeah, but listen. So, you really want to do this? Like, you for real? Like, you for real? Like, think about it. Like, you for real? Like, you really want to do this? And then people be like, yeah, 9 of Cups. Yeah. Ah, okay. He be like, ah, okay. So, listen. Once you do this, you can't take that shit back. I need you to know that. And they not listening to none of that shit. They just like, ooh, money. Ooh, houses. Ooh, cars. Ooh, people looking up to me. Ooh. So listen, Page of Wands. He said what he said. He said, you really want to do this? Queen of Swords. You really, really, really want to do this? And they said, yep, strongly. Okay. And then he said, okay, what you want? 7 of Cups. And they said, I want all that. I want all this shit. I want that and 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 that. 10 of Swords. Including fucking people up. The Hermit. And so, 3 of Wands. He told whoever, he said, okay, so, you know, once I do this, just know, sure, you gonna be looking at all the shit that you got. Sure. But listen, be waiting on me. 4 of Pentacles. And they was like, okay. Yeah. And so they've been waiting. Like, Satan told me to wait. He gave me all this. Things kept happening. They got what they wanted. But the whole time, they've been like, okay, so when is Satan coming back? 3 of Cups. They be lit out here, but they're not really lit. Whenever they're doing things out here, their mind is always on when is Satan coming back? The Lovers. So for you, King of Cups, winning, you winning. You beat all that shit. Whatever the fuck the Ten of Swords is, where they say, yeah, I want to do all that, including fucking them up. And maybe they understood it directly. That's the only word that came out. So yeah, I said what I said. Five of Pentacles. They understood it directly. Like they said it directly. I want to fuck them up. Five of Pentacles. And so you were out here on some shit where went through it. Okay? Went through it. So much. Like, you know, so much. So much. Nine of Wands. And while you were going through it, this whole time, the other people who talk to Satan, they were like, okay, so they're going through that. Okay, good. Okay, good. But they still like, but when is Satan coming? The Fool. And so they've been out here. They've been living their life. It could look good or has been looking good. Justice. But now, Page of Swords. They understand that Satan is back. And I mean back. Like back. Two of Pentacles. Because they wanted all that shit. He said what he said. Queen of Pentacles. And so now, in whatever ways, they're looking at you. They understand you love on yourself, but you also love. They also understand that whoever you ride for out here, you really ride for them. Knight of Swords. And so now they're like, okay, so Satan, listen. Don't come back yet. Five of Swords. He's smiling. You see that? It's a smirk. He like, oh, okay. But I told you I was coming back. Judgment. I told you I was coming back. What do you mean don't come yet? What do you mean don't come yet? Ten of Wands. So listen. I feel like, because, you know, I'm still trying to understand Satan. This reading might give me some understanding. But what I understand is great. Like, I understand Satan in many ways, okay? And so, I feel like there's been some encounters that whoever these people are, they've had with Satan in real human flesh. And they have been not understanding that. This is one thing that I thought about earlier this year. I was like, it gave me like a chills, but like a cause it's deeper than a scary movie, cause it's real life, and I ain't never seen this type of shit in a scary movie. So it's nothing that you could like fathom for real. I mean, maybe, cause the fall of the House of Usher, whatever that movie, that show is on Netflix, that show, they got it, okay? So that before that, I've never seen this, but where they could be, you know, in places they can go. I said this in a few readings a few days ago, or a reading a few days ago, where it's like, they could go to the store, they could go to a kickback, they can go to a party, they can go to anywhere, but somewhere that they walked into. Like, they walked into there. It wasn't the other way around. Like, this person didn't come to them. They walked in, and then this person was already in the location, okay? And to where, you know, they have a conversation or not, but they have some close proximity to where it's like they're in the vicinity of this person. And so whenever they're in the vicinity of this person, you know, they're talking to them. It is a conversation. So they're having some type of conversation, whether a lot, a little, whatever. And so in that, they have no idea, but they would have treated that person in a way that wasn't good. They would have done something to like the person is nice, okay? The person is caring, loving, okay? Like giving off love, giving off care, you know, not doing anything to them, saying anything to them that could be offensive, none of that. And so, but they would have done something to this person. And so, yeah, that has happened. And they would have never known, but they were in the presence of Satan. Knight of Cups. And so Satan was already there. And so now, in the ways that they talk to Satan, that's not where he's in, or whatever, in human flesh. They're talking to Satan. And so they're like, no, don't come back yet. The horse is like, no, don't come back yet. Like, I want something else. Eight of Pentacles, like, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Because they are understanding some things in their life on a great scale. And, like, not small scale, great scale. And so, whatever it is, they're like, wait, like, can you, like, help with this? Like, can you make this go away? Eight of Swords. And so now, they can do nothing but see Satan. Nothing but see Satan. Satan said, I'ma be back. Like Seven of Pentacles. Like I told you, like, you do all that. You say, yep, to this. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna be like, so all that. Remember? Remember? Where's that from? A Drake song. At the beginning of Never Was the Same, where his head is in the clouds and it's just his head floating. Not floating, but it's him in the clouds or whatever. The first song on there. Not the first song. The first song? I feel like, maybe. Remember? Hold up. Remember? Oh, I died. Hold on. I was listening to that. That was like epic for me last summer. And I hadn't listened to that song in a long time. I had bought the CD and everything. And I would play that shit. My computer did too. Oh my God. Okay. And so, yeah. Six of Pentacles. The time is running out. They have no more resources. They can't access anymore. Like, no more access. They get no more access. They have no more access. The access is done. Six of Pentacles. Satan is like, remember how you was treating them people out here? Remember all that shit you did? Remember? Three of Pentacles. Like, you know, Satan can be a tarot reader. Satan can be a person who makes music out here. Satan can be, yeah, somebody who you at least expect real. I'm gonna pull out if the truth is, no, not that from that deck. The truth is real, whatever the truth is, I'm gonna do it here and I'm gonna do the weed deck. If the truth card comes out, I'm on point. Star. Like, remember all that shit? Remember? Aquarius, the star. Eight of Cups. Because now Satan is like, I'ma make you remember. Wheel of Fortune. All that shit. Remember? Remember? And I feel like it's gonna be from a point in time now and taking it all the way back to the beginning. That's been a card that's been coming out in the wide deck. Like, back to the beginning. Also back at it again. Satan. So King of Wands. You, who is on the God side, you up. You lit. It's lit out here. And I mean litty lit lit. And all that shit did not stop you. Not at all. Okay? Two of Cups. You have more knowledge. You hold yourself on an even bigger scale than you did before. Your walk is even better than what it was before. Like, the way that you are now in life, brand new on you hoes. 10 of Cups. It is lit out here for you. Okay? They did not get what they wanted. They asked Satan for so much to get the sun. and God is just blessing. You know, that's a question that they have. Like, God just blesses people? 10 of Pentacles? Like, they're just out here getting blessed? So God is real. I feel like this is that point in time where I've talked about in readings before, where they're like, God. It this time reminds me of Finding Nemo. Finding fucking Nemo, okay? And the fucking seagulls. And they're like, mine, but it's God. Because they're trying to get something that they can't obtain. Like them seagulls in Finding Nemo. The Hangman, listen. They are trying to find God right now. Page of Pentacles. They're like, God, listen, God, can you do this for me? Can you make this go away? Exactly. Give me my shit. That's the only reason why they talk to God. That's the only way that they know God. Is because they're like, God, can you make this go away? God, can you do this for me? God, it hurts. God. God, I need money. God, these people are doing something. God. 5 of Cups. God don't fucking know you, ho. God don't know you. Alright, so first deck, where I'm gonna see if the truth is real. That if it comes out, then okay. Look, trust the process. Exactly. Because God work on God's time. Rewriting the future. It didn't work. Not happening. You don't know what levels I can go to. You already know what's up. They already know what's up. Trust the process. Can't you know, rush it, take it back, you know. Expect the unexpected, but always hope for the best. You know they can do that. Yeah, how fuck you thought. God be amazing. Literally. Like, what's up? Show and tell? Yeah. So in the desert, just riding. Yep. I think that this reading gave me understanding and confirmation about how Satan is a human nigga. And back at it again, which means the nigga has been out here before. And so, you know, is now a different type of nigga. Come on now. I'm that type of nigga. I need to listen to that song again. Nino. His name Nino. Nino something. Yes, with Rick Ross and Moneybagg Yo. Type of nigga. I love that song so much. Like, it is just, I love that song so much. I'm that type of nigga. The way he say it too, it's like he flowing. Like, it go hard. I'm that type of nigga. I love it. On some major shit, okay? That was also a song that I listened to before I started this reading for like a little bit, because then I switched it to Forever. And then, yeah. But Major by Young Dolph. God be amazing, okay? So listen. Yep, I said it. People coming out the woodworks on some major shit, looking at the real shit. Send that shit back. on some shit. Oh yeah, cause I said it's gonna go like back. Yeah, to the beginning. A mental mind fuck. And the Eight of Swords is you know, Satan be all up in your mind. Ain't no giving up. And when I say all up in your mind, I mean all up in your mind. Still going. Like, they really told Satan, like, hold up, like, don't come back. Or don't come back yet. What? On some fire shit? I've been waiting. Satan been waiting. God been waiting for this return of Satan. Okay? Looking at the real shit. Like, when I say, okay, so Satan has not been on earth. Like, he was here, you know, here in human flesh, but is now here again in human, exactly, in human flesh. Again. Like, he was here before, and now he's here again. And so, who you think you is? People was out here also thinking that they was Satan. Like, acting like it, being, you know, Satan. You know, dressing up, being Satan. And so, shit just got real. This is it. Why they tripping? Move around with that shit. How? That shit funny? No question mark, but why you try me? This is it, because I also said these people have been around Satan. Whether they knew it or not, they introduced themselves to Satan in flesh. They just didn't know that that was Satan. And they didn't do Satan right in front of them. Petty on 10K. Yep. Move around with that psychological bullshit. Shit just got real. Listen, God be amazing. God be amazing on some shit. Look, because it's like I said, you know how I said, if the truth is real, then, you know, I'll know. But look, God said, still going. I got to do what I got to do. I said that. I'm not God, you know? I'm not God. How do we start over? Exactly. They wanna, they starting over with God. They like, okay, so listen, God gonna do it. And so they like, okay, all right, we don't have Satan no more. Okay, cool. God, the divine told me to tell you, looking at the real shit, on some shit, still going, on some shit. Oh shit, you right. That's what they gonna be like. Oh shit, in me, on me, dripped in God. Hey, I got God on my side. The reason. Show and tell. What's up? Overcome with love. Like, show and tell. Like, God be amazing. No longer worried about that shit. Who you think you is? Got you. So these people is like, okay, cool. So Satan over there, okay, cool. Well, I got God now. All right. Acknowledge that shit though. Feeling grounded in this hoe. Do that shit. The reason. Never saw it coming. So whatever is happening out here to them, the reason is they was talking to Satan. You know? Go ahead and send that money. Do you love me for real? God be amazing. And they like, God, do you love me? Yep. Still going. On some shit, okay? Yep. Show me the love. For real, for real. On some shit. Send that shit back. Everything happens for a reason. Their eyes were watching God. Not happening. Making that bread. You don't know what levels I can go to. If they out here like, yeah, I got money, yeah, I'm rich. Okay. No, they're not. Not happening. They not making no bread. Y'all did that because they did that. And now they want mercy from Satan. You already know what's up. Because they don't understand God. And so they don't think, you know, God be on that shit. Oh, right. On some shit. Right. Got you, God. Yeah. So you don't know what levels I can go to. You see how that was just ready? Exactly. So, yeah. They don't know God. They don't think that God be on nothing. That's why I'm making that bread not happening. Boss up, it's time. Life is amazing. This is it. Just love me. They want Satan to just love them. Keep moving forward. Too much sauce. Okay? Shit just got real. Overcome with love. On some shit. God be amazing. Yes. Make that shit happen. Yes. God be amazing because God makes that shit happen, right? The butterfly effect. The truth is real. Oh my God. Listen. Okay. Get your mind right. Get out right now. I'm gonna go to the next deck that I said also. Okay, hold on. So, you know. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Oh, and I got these cards down here. Some of them got a backside, so I need to look at those anyway. Oh, there was a card in here. Look, the Emperor. Look at that. Yeah. So, it'll come through. Because it was just sitting there waiting until I found it. I think they found Satan again. And they don't know. But they're about to get an understanding of who the human flesh Satan is. I'm really saying this. And I'm also saying that this nigga was out here before. I would say his name, like his human flesh name. But people would be like, what? It might come through though. Because when I mean, and I've had a reading before. I don't know if it's on this channel or I have it hidden, but it's a great name. It's a great name. And he is exactly who he is. And, you know, anything that's out here about him, they wrote about him in a way that is totally different from him and who he really was the whole time. Because they understood in writing that they would use, I talk about this kind of at the end of Human Beings, ? The reading that I did a few days ago. But they talk about him in a way in books where he was there to save. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So, stability. Okay. Union. My bitch a choosy lover. Change. Okay. This came out so fresh. Yes. This came out either yesterday, I think yesterday, where God is setting something up for two people who are meant to be together, to do big, powerful shit out here, to bring change. They so fresh with it. They out here and they only want each other. And it's just like that. Wisdom. Wisdom of witchy shit. The witch doctor. Wisdom of witchy shit. Seduction. Witchy shit. Witchy shit. And so, essence. Whatever they wished on and said no more of them. Autonomy. They didn't do it by themselves. I mean, witchy shit, they be like having cults and shit. God was pointing out the word cult to me earlier. They be in cults and shit. They be doing witchy shit together. It'd be like multiple people. Like a lot of people. Like a decent amount of people. Beyond. And so they don't understand that there is, you know, a whole other place out here that we can't see. And they be out here paying attention, watching, but also exactly vision. They be watching from where they at. And they be like, look, I got you. I got you. See me or don't, but listen, I got you. I got you. Okay? And so, metaverse, which, they've been helping you, the people of God, to get past this witchy shit, to also understand it, wisdom doctor, to understand what they've been doing. And they've been helping so greatly. I mean, so greatly. Solitude. They've been helping so greatly. They've been all types of help. Like from physical things like lights, music, movies, you know, like guiding through those things. You know, they've been out here to be like, I got you. Silicone, crystal technology, vision, to help you see everything. The void. They've been there through all the things that you have been through. Like fully there, okay? They say, yes, I can do that, God. I can be there. And I'm gonna be there in so many ways. Don't worry. Passion, higher perception, because they got you. And they have given you so much knowledge. It is ridiculous because these other people don't understand resurrection. And so these people been out here doing witchy shit. Loyalty, okay. I want to say with dead people, whatever the fuck that means, loyalty, because apparently the dead would have loyalty to them. But karma, I have this Leomini reading, and I used this deck for the first time in 22 because I had just got this deck and I was so excited. When I found it, I was so excited to use it. And the first reading that I did, it was Leomini and Leo and Gemini together, okay? And so it's called The Dead No Longer Fuck With Them. They don't fuck with them. And so create. They have used witchy shit instead. Celebration. I kind of want to say the dead is, you know, like Satan. Because, you know what I'm saying, at one time, he was on earth. And then at one time, he was not. I feel like for a great amount of time. And now he's back on earth. He, she is now back on earth. And so I'm gonna actually change it to she now. Satan. So highest self, equalizer, alignment, magic. They've been doing witchy shit to be like, okay, so if the dead nigga don't fuck with us, then we have to do other things. And so they've been doing other things. Trust, bliss. And so they have trusted that these things have worked. Tolerance. But they have reached the end. Pay attention. And in a lot of ways, they haven't paid attention to how it was ending. Let go. They have not paid attention to how it was ending. Gratitude. They just been out here like, oh, life is amazing. Life is beautiful. But they haven't like truly been grateful for life. Family. Okay. And so, healing. Connect. Nurture. I feel like their original ask or something, and this could be deep on whatever levels, I don't know, but their original ask was to break up loving families, to break up love. No more love. We don't want that. We don't want that. Clarity. Yep. And so, silence. This is something that they know. A lot of people know. Key. Because that was the key. Ooh. That was the key to a whole new life. This is deep as fuck now. Okay. Whoa. Choices. Alchemy. And so once they got the key, because they broke up love, they said, oh yeah, we good. Let's live it up. Compassion. Whew. And so God been out here this whole time like, all right. Legacy. Conjuring. Don't worry. Whatever y'all spoke out y'all mouths to wish that people didn't have love out here anymore, cool. Whatever fucking key y'all wanted and this access y'all got now, cool. Great diviner. Because God was planning the whole time. And they did not know. Tradition. And they've been out here doing all types of shit to praise. Oh my God. Truth. Satan. And so, joy and light is now returning in ways that they can't never imagine to balance shit out. Chaos. Get rid of that fucking sex magic out here. They didn't want real love. They just wanted to create people. Oh my God. They just wanted to create people just so that way they can get this access. And now at this point, I understand what I'm talking about. I did on Pay Attention. I've never looked at this card like that, but I was like, I wonder why this card is the card and it is depicted in the way that it is. But I get it. Love. They was paying attention to true love, real love, and they said, we don't want that, because they wanted access. They wanted the key to some shit that they didn't even fully understand. But they said, yeah, okay. Hood love community. And so, on a love tip for you, you're going to understand how y'all have true love on so many levels that it's ridiculous. And also, y'all didn't fall for, because in the middle, initiation. Y'all didn't fall for this shit. The no real love shit. Just create people. Just to create people so that way you get the keys. So that way you get access. Yeah. So, people are going to see real love. Real hood love. The community gonna see real love. And it's love on so many levels. And in so many ways. Including from the unseen. They wanted to focus on sexuality. Sexuality was a focus to break up love. To break up real love. To break it up. That's on God. Spirit act. Okay. So accountability. Creation. It's time now for people to own up to the fact that they didn't want people who look like this to have real love. That's why they silent about people who look like this. Because they like, we want this shit forever. Like, we want this access forever. We're not gonna lose our access. No. If they just create people, then we get access. If they just create people, then we get what we want. Stability. They fucked up real love for stability. They got seduced and said, oh yeah, we want that. Yeah. Yep. And then all that shit, a whole bunch of shit, became a thing because they chose sex, sexual activity, sexuality over real love. 9. And now that shit is ending. Doing it. Don't overthink that shit. They look good. They introduced sexuality to where people would focus on the outer appearance only to create people. So proud. Create people in many different ways, but always my bitch a choosy lover. And so you and people like you, especially this person that God has for you, are so fresh because y'all did not go with that shit. Loving on myself. Wow. I was not expecting all of that. Hey, I Want You Around, featuring God. Deep in thought. I hope you see the bigger picture. Look, I remember. Okay. And I kept saying the Drake song. Remember? Motherfucker. Hold up. What is this song? I'm on my worst behavior. That song. Don't you ever get it fucked up. Man, don't ever get it fucked up. Worst behavior. Worst behavior. That is the song. Okay. So, yeah. Once sexuality got introduced, in the ways it got introduced, because people, I'ma shout out 843 Chucktown, Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, it's 843 right now on the time. And so once people understood sexuality in the ways that they understood, they never looked back. And they said, that's how we have to do it. That's how this has to happen. And what I am talking about is slavery. Bye, y'all.